Welcome to our journey through the incredible filmography of Vin Diesel, one of Hollywood's most iconic action stars. From heartfelt dramas to explosive blockbusters, Diesel has left his mark on cinema. Join us as we explore the highs and lows of his career, uncovering the stories behind the films that made him a household name. Let's start with one of his earliest roles in Awakenings, released on December 25, 1990. With a budget of just $11 million, this touching drama grossed $46 million. It holds a solid IMDb rating of 7.8 and an impressive 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. Can you imagine a young Diesel stepping into such an emotional role? Next, we move to Strays, released on June 27, 1997. This film had a modest budget of $3 million but only managed to gross $500,000. It carries a rating of 5.5 on IMDb and 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. Despite its struggles, it marked an important step in Diesel's early career. Now let's talk about Saving Private Ryan, a film that redefined the war genre. Released on September 4, 1998, it had a budget of $98 million and grossed an astounding $482 million worldwide. It boasts an outstanding IMDb rating of 8.6 and a 93% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. This film not only showcased Diesel's acting prowess but also his ability to connect with audiences on a deeper level. In 1999, Diesel lent his voice to The Iron Giant, a beloved animated film. With a budget of $70 million, it earned exactly that at the box office, achieving an 8.0 rating on IMDb and a remarkable 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. Who could forget the heartwarming tale of friendship and courage? Shifting gears to the horror sci-fi genre, we have Pitch Black, released on February 18, 2000. With a budget of $23 million, this film grossed $57 million and holds a rating of 7.1 on IMDb and 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. This marked Diesel's entry into the realm of action heroes, paving the way for future roles. Now let's dive into the thrilling Fast and Furious franchise, starting with the original film, released on June 22, 2001. With a budget of $38 million, it grossed $207 million, receiving a 6.8 rating on IMDb. The adrenaline-fueled races and high-stakes heists captured the hearts of millions. Following that, Diesel starred in XXX, released on August 9, 2002. This action film had a budget of $70 million and grossed $277 million, but it holds a lower IMDb rating of 5.8 and 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. Despite mixed reviews, it solidified Diesel's status as an action star. In 2003, he played the lead in A Man Apart. With a budget of $30 million, the film only grossed $10 million, receiving a 6.1 rating on IMDb and a disappointing 22% on Rotten Tomatoes. Sometimes, even the best actors face bumps in the road. Next up is The Chronicles of Riddick, released on June 11, 2004. This sci-fi adventure had a larger budget of $120 million but grossed $115 million, with a 6.6 rating on IMDb and 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. A cult classic for many, Riddick remains a fan favorite. In 2005, Diesel starred in The Pacifier, a family comedy that had a budget of $56 million and grossed $113 million. It has a rating of 5.6 on IMDb and a low 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. Can you picture Diesel as a babysitter? This role certainly showcased his comedic side. Then came Find Me Guilty in 2006, which had a budget of $10 million but grossed only $1.2 million. It received a rating of 6.7 on IMDb and 77% on Rotten Tomatoes. An intriguing portrayal that proved Diesel's versatility. The franchise continued with Fast and Furious, released on April 3, 2009 with a budget of $85 million. It grossed $363 million and holds a 6.6 rating on IMDb. The nostalgia factor kicked in, bringing back fans for more thrilling rides. The excitement ramped up with Fast 5, released on April 29, 2011. This film had a budget of $125 million and grossed a whopping $626 million, achieving a 7.3 rating on IMDb and a solid 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. This installment was a game changer, revitalizing the franchise. Next is Fast and Furious 6, released on May 24, 2013. With a budget of $160 million, it grossed $788 million and received a rating of 7.1 on IMDb and 71% on Rotten Tomatoes. The stakes got higher, and so did the thrills. In 2014, Diesel joined the Marvel Universe with Guardians of the Galaxy, which had a budget of $170 million and grossed $773 million. It holds an impressive 8.0 rating on IMDb and 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. Who knew Diesel could voice a tree and still steal the show? In 2015, he starred in Furious 7, which became a massive hit, grossing $1.515 billion worldwide. With a budget of $190 million, it has a rating of 7.1 on IMDb and 81% on Rotten Tomatoes. This film honored the late Paul Walker, making it even more special for fans. Then came The Last Witch Hunter in 2015, with a budget of $70 million but only a gross of $27 million. It has a 6.0 rating on IMDb and a disappointing 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. Even legends have their off days. In 2017, Diesel reprised his role in XXX, Return of Xander Cage, which had a budget of $85 million and grossed $346 million. It holds a 5.8 rating on IMDb and 42% on Rotten Tomatoes. Action-packed with a touch of nostalgia. Later that year, he starred in The Fate of the Furious, which had a massive budget of $250 million and grossed $1.238 billion, achieving a 6.7 rating on IMDb and 66% on Rotten Tomatoes. The franchise continued to soar to new heights. In 2018, Diesel appeared in Avengers: Infinity War, a monumental film with a budget of $325 million. It grossed over $2.048 billion, with an 8.4 rating on IMDb and 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. A crossover that brought together the best of the best. Following that success, he starred in Avengers: Endgame, released in 2019. With a budget of $356 million, it grossed an incredible $2.798 billion, also holding an 8.4 rating on IMDb and 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. A cinematic event that left audiences breathless. In 2021, Diesel returned for F9, which had a budget of $200 million but grossed $726 million, receiving a 5.2 rating on IMDb and 59% on Rotten Tomatoes. The action was bigger, but was it better? Fans had mixed feelings. Finally, we look ahead to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, set to be released on May 5, 2023, with a budget of $250 million. Details on its earnings and ratings are still to be announced. What surprises await us in this next installment? Vin Diesel's versatility shines through many other films as well, including Pitch Black, XXX, The Last Witch Hunter, and the recent Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, showcasing his range as an actor. In conclusion, Vin Diesel's contributions to the film industry are vast and varied. With a mix of action, drama, and animation, his films continue to resonate with audiences around the world. Thank you for joining us on this cinematic journey through the life and career of Vin Diesel.